And finally, Crown Princess Melia's accession will take place 1 year from today. Until such time, as decreed by the Crown Princess, I shall assume imperial duties as regent. If there is anyone who objects to said decision, state your grievances now.
All the ministries are unanimous. We have no objection to Her Majesty's decree.
To each and every one of you, our thanks.
If I may, Your Highness, I would like to propose a round-table discussion on strategy concerning the Mekon.
Ah, what to do about the Mekon? Our defenses must be shored up immediately.
Not only our defenses, Your Highness.
Do you suggest an offensive approach, while the capital still licks its wounds?
The Ministry of Research has the ideal solution.
Friends act strange. A friend sad? Ah, Ricky's sad too, because of empty belly.
Ricky, we already ate. Us Homs don't get upset just because we're hungry.
Not hungry? Oh, Hom must have small bellies. Oh, Ricky jealous.
We've got to get our minds off this somehow. Dunban's locked himself away ever since we came back. Is it because of the girl who was operating that Mekon?
Melia, how are you?
What do you mean? If you were talking about father, I'm fine. I have no choice but to look to the future.
You're stronger than me, Melia.
Do not mock me. More importantly, it is time you tell me who she is.
We've known her all our lives. We thought she was killed in Colony 9.
She didn't even recognize us. She's not the Fiora I remember.
It looked a lot like Fiora. But if it was her, then I can't imagine how Dunban feels.
What did he mean?
Fiora is Dunban's sister.
I didn't know. Is this Fiora important to Shulk?
Important? She's more than important. She's the reason we're out here.
If that really was Fiora, why didn't she reply to me? Fiora. I'd better talk to Dunban. He'll know something.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I really want to take the time to gush over that last scene. Like, there are two scenes in Xenoblade Chronicles that really stand out to me as ones that I love so much I can quote almost the entire thing. It's the first encounter with Metalface in Colony 9, and that entire scene that we just witnessed between you will know our names playing during the boss fight. The Xenoblade Chronicles theme playing as Shulk is overpowering Metalface. Fiora showing up during it. It's near perfection. Absolutely near perfection. I do have some gripes towards that cutscene, but I'm not going to go into them because it would spoil things for the future. But just This part of the game really doesn't hold back, and I absolutely love it for that.
I've been looking for you. So this is where you were.
Shulk. Apologies. Was everyone worried?
Of course. Me especially.
Hmm?
It's just... I've been thinking about Fiora. And I can't help wondering.
Wondering what?
You saw how Fiora acted. It was like she didn't even recognize us.
Yes. It's unsettling. But Shulk, don't get me wrong. I'm not sad. Even if she doesn't recognize me, I'm glad to know she's alive.
Dunban...
You see, Fiora was born many years after me. And, not long afterwards, we lost our father to a Mechon. It was left to me to protect and raise her, almost like a father.
I was always jealous that she had you as her brother.
Ah, yes. You and Fiora used to be inseparable.
Yeah.
I need to tell you something. I always thought, if Fiora were to be with anyone, it should be you.
What? But Ryan hangs out with her just as much as me.
Yeah, he does. But Fiora doesn't like him in that way.
Oh. I see.
He's a nice guy. Reminds me of myself when I was his age. All reckless and hot-headed. Probably why he's not right for her. Listen, Shulk.
Yes?
A lost life can never be returned. But she's alive. It doesn't matter that she's lost her memory.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
Fiora and I have spent our entire lives together. The memory of that can't have disappeared completely. It's up to us. We have to help her remember. Help me, Shulk. Help me get her back.
You know I will.
Okay. Let's go tell the others.
Hey, they're back.
Have you gathered your thoughts?
Yes. Sorry to be a nuisance.
Shulk, you too?
Yep. All thanks to Dunban.
I'm glad.
Forgive me, His Highness Callian summons you.
You think something's happened?
We won't know until we get there.
I never realized this until now, which is hilarious given the fact that I've made the opposite comparison during my initial playthrough of it. Dunban with glasses literally just looks like Satan from Xenogears, which is hilarious to say, considering that both Satan and Dunban are created from the same character archetype. Like, the cool, level-handed, almost mentor-like character for the protagonist. I know there's like a name for it across the Xeno games, because of course every Xeno game has it. Obviously Satan in Xenogears. I believe there's a character named Jin, who is that in Xenosaga. Not Jin from Xenoblade 2, it's a different Jin. And then there's Dunban. They all share the same character archetype. And just seeing Dunban with glasses, the long black hair, the glasses, the badass sword, it's just like, yeah, he's just Satan. I'm actually really glad I chose to play through Xenogears before playing this game, or Let's Playing this game, because I'm able to make a lot of these comparisons. Now, granted, I have played a little bit of Xenosaga. I've only played about 10 hours of the first game, so I can't make that many comparisons, but I've at least attempted to play it. I just got distracted with other stuff. That's why I haven't finished it yet.
I apologize for calling you at short notice.
It's fine. Is anything wrong?
I must apologize to you all. Forgive our hubris. We High Entia were arrogant enough to idly sit behind our defenses, safe in the knowledge that Mekonis lies a great distance from our land, and we were wrong. Our decision to ignore the Mekon assault on your homeland was wrong.
Your Highness, does this mean...
Yes, Shulk. We will face the dangers ahead together.
Brother.
Which leads me to my request. After setting eyes on a group consisting of Homs, Nopon, and High Entia alike, I realized an allied army must be formed. I ask that you act as ambassadors for the assembly of this force. Tell me your thoughts, Shulk.
I need time before I make a decision.
Does Shulk not wish to aid us in our mission?
I do not believe that to be true.
Then why?
Shulk has other people to consider. That wasn't like you, Shulk.
I'm sorry.
You know you can talk to me.
It's Fiora. That's why you're hesitating.
Yeah.
Knew it. You wouldn't think twice otherwise.
I just don't know.
Find her, Shulk.
Melia,
I used to believe my father did not love me. Until the day he died. If you do not grasp the importance of loved ones until after they are gone, that is simply too late.
You're right, Melia. I've made up my mind. I'm going to get Fiora back.
You don't have to do this. I'll go and look for her myself. The burden should be mine.
No. I want her back as much as you.
Leave the ambassador stuff to me, Shulk. I'll probably make a mess of it. But we're a team. You can count on me.
I'm afraid that is my duty, Rhine. I am of both High Entia and Hom's blood. I am the Crown Princess, and of mixed heritage. Thus, I am best suited to carry out this task.
That means we won't...
Yes. I will remain here. We must say goodbye. Is that what you really want? Yes. But promise me, when you find her, you'll come back. I'll be here waiting for you.
I don't know what to say. Thank you. It's probably a good idea if I go and tell Callian myself.
I am sure he already understands. Besides, it's likely that the ministers are harassing him at this present moment. We should spare him any further inconvenience.
Then... this is goodbye.
Yes. Come back as soon as you can. We are in great need of your help.
Got it.
Why are you still here?
Listen, I'll keep an eye on Shulk for you.
Whatever can you mean?
Well, it's a risky strategy, letting Shulk go off and just hoping he'll come back to you.
Shulk and I are merely...
Yeah. But remember, the longer he's away, the more chance his feelings for you will fade. But once we find this Fiora, I will personally whisk him back here in a heartbeat. Don't give up.
I appreciate it.
Great. Don't worry, Melia. I'm on your side. Brother?
Just on your way out, I see.
It's not what...
I'm sorry, Your Highness. About your offer, we must humbly decline.
I see. Very well. Let us hope my sister does not shed too many tears.
I stay because I must, brother.
There's 2 Melias.
I'm wrong. This Melly smell different.
Yes, we need Melia to learn more of the lands of Bionis, but she is still bound to handle public matters, hence, another Melia.
Callian.
Your Highness, Crown Princess, as your humble subject, I formally request the following.
Speak.
I request that you accompany Shulk in his quest to find the Mekon that attacked Alcamoth.
Are you sure?
Shulk, I am aware of everything. Go forth and follow your heart. There will come a day when we need you, but it is not today.
Your Highness, that means a lot to me.
That is one cool prince.
If only someone had his sensitivity.
Sensitivity? Well, I'm sensitive.
The jury's out on that one. That's a relief.
We have recently received a report that the silver-faced Mekon fled to Galahad Fortress, the Mekon stronghold at Sword Valley. It will be a treacherous path. My sister is in your hands.
Thank you, Callian. I will keep her safe.
Regent, I accept your request. I will return victorious with Shulk.
I am most pleased.
Leaving without me?
Do you want to come?
To reach Galahad Fortress, you will need to travel through Valak Mountain on the right arm of the Bionis. The snow-covered mountains are fraught with danger. Those unfamiliar to them risk never coming back.
Of course you would be familiar with that region.
Then there's no point in wasting time.
Leave the Allied force to me. I am not known for my diplomacy, but call it pride. I shall succeed.
We'll join you as soon as we can.
I look forward to the day. Heroes of Bionis, make us proud.
You see? Now we're getting some respect.
We're back to this again, are we?
See you soon, Callian.
Whew! Finally, a moment to breathe! It's just been non-stop cutscenes, which, you know, that's also a breath of fresh air for this Let's Play, given the fact that I tend to focus a lot on side quests. But before we move on to the next thing that I want to talk about, there's a lot to unpack with these... Oh, I can't fast travel. Oh, okay. That's nice. There's a lot to unpack with all of this. First off, I gotta address a complaint that I have with this scene, like this part of the game. It's very much clear that Melia has feelings for Shulk. And now that Fiora is back into the equation, she essentially has no chance. Because, like, that is Shulk's #1 priority. Everyone knows that. To the point that Shulk declined being an ambassador just so he can go get his girl back. And Melia still thinks she has a chance with him. Like, I don't know. Everyone seems pretty high spirits, even if she doesn't recognize anyone. Shulk still seems pretty much dead set on getting her back. Like, what What chance does Melia think she has? And of course, yeah, Melia in the back of her mind is giving up on it, at least from what we can tell, to the point that she's actively choosing to, encourage Shulk to pursue the girl that he loves. But Charla's the one pulling Melia back in, being like, don't give up hope, don't give up hope. I don't know, that scene always rubs me the wrong way, especially because, I've been in that situation of I had feelings for someone, but that other person clearly had feelings for someone else, and I was just the third wheel that was added way later, later, not even so much later that any feelings I had were completely disregarded because, the other two were still very much a thing and very much had feelings for each other. AKA just like Shulk and Fiora. I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way. It really, really does. That scene really rubs me the wrong way, and I really don't like the fact that Charla is tugging at Melia's heartstrings. Granted, she doesn't do it in bad spirits. She does it because she wants to give Melia a chance. Still, I don't know, rubs me the wrong way.
We will need to traverse Sword Valley if we wish to reach Galahad Fortress.
If Colony 6 were in better shape, we could have taken a pod from there. How are we getting there?
We will take the path down from the Bionis right arm. Sword Valley is where the arm meets the Mekonis sword.
Aha! So that's our route.
As I said earlier, it is a snow-covered mountain range, and you should expect a tough climb. Are we all ready?
Ready as we'll ever be.
Quite. First, we will head through Makna Forest. This short-range pod will be our transport. All aboard, people.
Before we get on that pod, I have one final thing that I want to say pertaining to everything that has just happened story-wise. That line that Melia said about her thinking her dad didn't love her until the day he died. That, I don't know, man. I've never really talked about this, but I've always had a rocky relationship with my father, to the point that I don't communicate with either of my parents anymore. I've cut them both out of my life. They've moved states, and they're the only family that I don't communicate with, aside from my siblings. And all of that has to do with the fact that my parents never accepted me for who I was. And it also has to do with the fact that, just like Melia, I never felt like my family loved me. Granted, as far as I know, my parents are still alive, specifically my father, but I also grew up my entire life feeling like my father never loved me. To the point that he never even said he loved me until I was 18. And it was after he had woken up from a life-changing stroke. One that completely changed his entire mental structure, to the point that he became a completely different person. Sure, he was able to express love, and I was able to hear from him that he loved me for a few short years. Once I became the person I wanted to become and grew out of my shell, that love was gone. So to an extent, my father loved me, till in his eyes I died. I know those are harsh words, but this is speaking exclusively on those who have transitioned. – There are some people who see it as you dying. and someone else taking your place. The person they knew was gone. Even though that's, to an extent, not true. I apologize for getting very personal about that. I tend to keep my personal life somewhat of a secret. But that scene really hits hard for me. And I want to talk about that. Let's head on off to Makna Forest.
Yes?
I have received orders from Prince Callian. I am to take you to Makna Forest in this vessel. Are you ready to depart? Let's go to Makna Forest. Now, if you were wondering why I mentioned the last time we were in Makna Forest not to really bother exploring the rest of the map, this is why. There's a lot of stuff. There's a number of landmarks and locations here in this little patch that you cannot access until this point in the story. So, if you're like me, trying to run around figuring out how to fill in the map on your first run, you should have seen how frustrated I would have been to realize I had to wait this long. Now, before we head off to Valak Mountain, we got quests! Help! Somebody help! Don't just look, help! Bridge broken. It's so convenient. I don't know what to do. If we don't fix bridge, it'd be a problem for Napa to get back to village. You must grab materials to fix bridge. Need hold planks and Rogel axe crests. Please. Oh! Why am I always missing one? I'm so glad you came talk to me. Thank you. I had all but one item! Why does this game hate me? Ugh, I'm gonna be right back. God, I really hope I can trade this item because that is horseshit. I hate everything! Hi, asshole, I'm back. Here's these stupid items you need to fix your stupid bridge. Hope you're happy. Oh yeah, now they're grateful to me? Oh, they're gonna be so grateful when I put them off this bridge every time they cross. At least unique monsters have a higher chance of dropping rare items, and the unique monster respawned. Real happy about that. Alright! For that, we get an item for WIKI, as well as another bridge to cross, which also has a location. And unfortunately, that's actually not all the locations. I believe there is one more in this area, that I think has some importance. Pretty sure it does. I feel like it does. But I could be wrong on that. No, I'm pretty sure it does. But it'll be importance for stuff that we won't be doing right away. But we're still gonna want to look at it because, hey, gotta fill in that map, yo. Do any of you... Can I...
Yes?
Would you like to fly back to... What? Why do you have the option to fly back to air at sea when I can just fast travel? I mean, I guess lore reasons? But, like, what? Why? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, hello, you're strong. Wow, I was not expecting enemies to be this strong. You know what? I really don't want to deal with any of you, so, yeah, get wrecked, scrubs. God, I love... Oh, hello! Red item orb. What is this? Ancient document. Oh, that's definitely going to be something we're going to need for a side quest, so, keep that in mind. Huh, I was not expecting enemies over here to be stronger than the bosses we fought. Clearly that is the area that will take us over to Valak Mountain. Huh, what would have given you that idea? Tells us that there's snow. I want to make a detour down here. As far as I'm aware, we're not going to be able to explore the whole thing. Yes, never mind. I do remember this. Yeah, this is going to be important. I'm not entirely sure that we're going to be able to explore it right now. But we definitely want to come over here because King Agni's tomb. And I believe... Wow. Yeah, that is not everything. Yeah, there's still one more spot that I need to... Wait, hang on. I think I know what the last landmark is. It's always one that I completely forget even exists. Every time we visit a part of the Bionis that is like this, I am going to be mad. If I am correct, there's going to be a landmark right in front of this, isn't there? I hate everything. I was right.
Zanza is not dead. I feel it. Our tragedy unfolds once again.
Lady Maynard. Does that mean...
Indeed, I do not doubt that Egil too is aware. However, why free the Monado? Zanza must realize it is now a double-edged sword. And what reason could he have for choosing the boy? What is this? I am experiencing feelings for the boy.
Lady Maynard.
Vinaya, your swift repairs are appreciated.
Thank you.
I wish to see that boy again. To meet with the one who wields the Monado.
The boy? But my lady, is that not...
Is Egil aware of my reawakening?
He is not. As my lady wished, he knows nothing.
Then, there is no need to worry. I shall meet the boy. Besides, the Monado will draw him to me.
Flying off without me, huh? I know you from somewhere. Of course, I remember you. You're Dunban's little sister.
I could go for a hot cup of Dixon's home brew right about now. We're not built for this cold.
It is to be expected. This climate is as different to your home as it gets. It only snows this high up on the Bionis.
Ricky hate cold.
This can't be nice for Ricky. He's from Makna.
A little further down is Sword Valley, right?
Yes, but before then I must show you something.
Me?
You, Shulk. Do you not see? That tall formation that looks like a tower? Ruins, to be precise.
Ricky see it? Bigger than Big Tree in Village.
We can rest there. I'll explain everything then.
Welcome to one of my favorite locations in all of Xenoblade Chronicles. And we're going to explore it next time, because I'm a troll! However, before I end things off here, I want to give you guys just a little bit of a taste as to how absolutely gorgeous Valak Mountain is. And until then, I will see you all later. Goodbye.